Hello and welcome to a new success story. And joining me today is Deshika. Hello Deshika, welcome to Success Stories.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
First of all, congratulations on passing module 1, and every student who is watching this episode will give you idea how to study BCom along with CS Executive. It's very happy to know that Deshika is still in BCom, studying BCom and has passed module 1. So first things first, can you please tell us your marks which you got in the exam?
It took me 2 attempts to clear Executive Module 1. In first attempt, I got exemption in JIGL. And in second attempt, I scored 49 in Company Law, 58 in SBEC, and 46 in Tax Laws.
Excellent. That is really very good marks. So the
Thank you,
first
sir.
question actually I want to ask you is, how did you manage BCom with the CS? Every student has this problem. Sir, I have BCom, I have to study for BCom. When I will study for CS? Since you have achieved it, please tell us.
Yeah, initially it was very tough for me to manage both BCom and as well as CS, but I gave priority to CS more than by BCom. But I just need a degree, so I am studying BCom. So priority makes it, sir.
Excellent. See, this is something which I want every student to please listen and understand. In your life, top priority has to be a professional course like company secretary. And like Desika told, very good. You need degree. Definitely you need it. So keep it as a second priority, because tomorrow if you want to do LLB, degree is compulsory. So please do degree, but as a second priority. Very good. Next question I have is, JIGL, because every student is struggling in JIGL, especially a non-law student. See, for example, when I did CS, I did LLB, CS together. So JIGL was a easier subject, but all my friends in CS, they used to struggle in JIGL. And in first attempt, you have got exemption. So what did you do? How did you study?
Actually, when uh, Swati ma'am's class was really interesting for me because I can tell because of her I have made it. Like, and the interest for me towards JIGL was like was very much. It was very much interesting. So you're listening to ma'am's classes, and I used to study only the notes provided by ma'am. I didn't study complete module, because really I was also scared to see that module. So I just studied what ma'am gave, and for case laws I just referred or study material. That's it.
So shall I tell you in secret, the material ma'am has given is actually from ICSA book only, it is simplified. So indirectly you have studied the ICSA book.
Sir,
Okay,
but like it, I felt easy
correct.
compared to material. It was easy.
Yes, same thing, ma'am has simplified it. Good that you have studied and good you have passed. That is the advantage when you get a great teacher and simplifies the notes for you. Now tell us a little bit about the time management between BCom and the CS studies. In one day, how many hours you used to study and what was your schedule?
So for in a day, I used to study 5 to 6 hours. Like I was an average student in school, so like from college, I started to study more and more and give priority my CS. So it was 5 to 6 hours hardly. More than that, I can't sit and study. So I used to study 5 to 6 hours, and I used to completely concentrate on what I'm studying. Just simply sitting and studying is like we have to understand what exactly we are studying. So I used to study with full concentration, and live classes helped me a lot in that time.
Okay, so for everyone watching this, please let that go into your ears. She said she felt she was an average student in school, but once she came to college, she became more serious, especially for company secretary. And if you listen to her, she said 5 to 6 hours. Come on, I'm sure you also can do 5 to 6 hours. Everybody who is watching this, you don't have to study 12 hours, 14 hours, 16 hours. It is a myth. So even she's telling 5 to 6 hours, but with concentration. And that is the magic which she has got in the studies. Now tell us, was there any subject in this four which was little difficult for you, and how did you approach that?
So in my first attempt, I felt the tax loss completely difficult because of it was MCQ paper and of negative marking. I really like it was very difficult for me to solve all those. First of all, I don't like doing sums and all, so it had so many sums and applying formulas and all. So I felt it difficult initially in my first attempt. Second attempt, I can say that became my favorite subject in my second attempt because I understood each concept thoroughly, like how and when we should apply what formula so to get the answer. That was uh, like I could do better in my second attempt.
Very good. So did you write and practice these sums? How did you prepare?
Yes, sir. First attempt, I didn't take it seriously, I think, because like I was in the thought that I know everything I can. But when I got the results, I got to know, no, you have to work hard. Then I started solving all the past year question papers and those like attended live classes seriously. So that all helped me a lot, sir.
In fact, I remember in my executive, I also failed in tax first attempt and I got very bad marks. But I thought I knew everything in tax. When I got the result, I realized, and of course, second attempt I cleared, but I completely relate to what you're saying. Now, next question is about writing and practice. Did you do any writing practice during your study or were you only reading? What was your style?
Sir, one of the bestest choice I made is to join Excel Academy because one day one answer really helped me a lot. Because from the first day when one day one answer starts from till the last day of my exam, I used to write and post it in the WhatsApp group. That helped me because at least I had someone to monitor me whether I'm writing the answers or not. If I am writing for myself, definitely I wouldn't have done that. So in order to post in the group, at least for that I was writing. That helped me really. That helped me a lot. So
Yeah, so for everybody watching this in Excel Academy, we have something called as one day, one answer WhatsApp group. And student has to write the answer and we give the feedback on how to improve. Why this is useful is it is like taking exam every day. It is a micro exam. So every day you're taking exam for one question. So when you do this for 3 to 4 months, 5 months, on the last day of exam, you're never having any tension about the exam as such. Next problem students have is so much syllabus, how to study one day before the exam. Did you have any separate revision strategy or were you confident that you studied everything?
no, sir. At the last day of exam, everybody gets afraid what will we write in the exam. But the thing is, you had given one tip to just go through the index and study the concepts you like. Just I followed that way. Even that helped a lot. Like one day before exam revision, that's best actually. I recommend everyone that to follow.
So if everybody else is watching it, see, please understand, I always tell what you did not study in 6 months, you can't study in one day. So don't take too much tension about one day before exam. If you have studied well, yes, there are some strategies and tricks to revise one day before, but that is not so big. Even if you don't do that properly, if you have studied well in the exam, you can get the answers very, very well. So now we'll go to some personal thing like how was the reaction of parents, friends, family when you told I'm still in BCom but already passed one module? What did they say?
Indeed, they were very happy, sir, because in my first attempt, I couldn't clear. My parents supported me. They said, that's okay, you can do in the next attempt. Because of their blessings and support, I cleared in my second attempt.
But you have got exemption in first attempt, JHL, which is not easy, which is excellent. And that hard work, you have done it in the second attempt and cleared the exams. Tell me one thing which you felt students are not doing, but you would suggest the students to do while preparing for exam.
The consistency, sir. Like we should not, at least if you just take an example, if you are studying for 5 to 6 hours a day, the next day you can't study, you have some work, means at least 2 hours, if not at least 1 hour. Like we should not leave that. Consistency is the main key to success, like I'll say. Because if we leave that, we'll feel like no, we'll do study from tomorrow. Like that, the thought automatically, because I have experienced all those. So I'm suggesting at least if you can't study what you regularly study, at least study for like 1 hour or 2 hours.
For people who are watching it, it is because once you study consistently, it will become habit. And we generally never leave habit. One simple thing is every day you get up, you will brush your teeth. because it is a habit for so many years. You will not forget to brush your teeth, correct? But if it's something new, suppose you have to go for running, it's a new habit. You may not do it regularly. But if you're running from last 2 years, 3 years, even if you don't, you will run every day. So that habit formation is why we tell study consistently. And even Deshika told, even if you can't study full, something should be there to continue the consistency and the habit. Now tell us a little bit about your experience at Excel Academy. What were the features which you liked in the mentorship and the coaching classes?
Yeah, as I said before, the best decision I made is to join Excel Academy itself. And your weekly mentorship call and Srimati ma'am's personal call really, because I used, like, I study every week. She will call and ask what you study. Like, I can't say the same chapter every week when she calls me. So because of that, I used to study more and more to tell her. And that was indeed, she motivated me. Like, when I couldn't clear in first attempt, she motivated me that you can do in second attempt. Just like she said, with extra effort and with the support of Excel Academy, I cleared it in the second attempt.
So for people who are watching this, please remember that many students have told the same thing. Because you have a weekly mentorship call, somebody is asking you what did you do and you're accountable to them. People used to study and even Deshika has told that. And about one day, one answer, you told us. Can you tell us how it helped you? You did it, but what was the main benefit from that?
So I got to know how to write an answer. It does not, you can, when I don't know how to write an answer in daily basis, I used to see the past year question papers. Like, we take the question from past year papers itself. So I used to see the format, like how the answers should be written, how the steps, like if there is a, I have mainly noticed some answers for questions are in letter format. So I got to know for which question how to answer, and that all helped me, and it was very
Excellent.
helpful actually.
Very good, very good. And finally, how is your confidence level now for the module 2?
Yes, confidence level is good, but I think for module 2 I should put extra effort, since there are two MCQ papers. As I'm studying in old syllabus, we have two MCQ papers, so extra effort and more consistency is needed.
Definitely you will. Once you pass a module, that will give you the extra motivation to study. For everyone watching it also, that's why we tell focus on one module, first pass it. Then nobody will stop you. You will pass the other module, you will pass professional, you will finish training, you will become a company secretary. But till you pass one, no, you are not believing in yourself. That is normal. Everybody faces these issues. So Desika, thanks a lot for sharing all your wonderful thoughts. And people are watching it, don't think along with BCom, I cannot do CS. We have a proof here who's still in second year BCom and already finished one module and will very soon finish module 2. And she will can also write for professional one attempt in the BCom itself. So that is the kind of possibility which you people should think of. At a very young age, you can complete the CS course. And we'll see you again in success story in August. What do you say?
Sure, sir.
Yes, let that motivate you to come back to success stories after the second module. And for everyone watching this, you don't have to be a rank student. Even if you feel you're average, even if you have consistency, that is enough. Work hard and you will get the results. And finally, if you want any help, Excel Academy is there. You can see all our success stories. If you too want to pass like them, get in touch with us and we are there to help you. Thank you very much. I will see you in the next episode of Success Stories.